Good evening, Carol John Shoppers. We just jumped right in. We were talking and then we stopped and then we did video. Andrew's here. We're back. John Cheers here. He's back. Kyle's behind the camera. We got a big old info dump this week. Like a whole bunch of new comics, a whole bunch of stuff that we're excited about. We're like so excited about. We're tired about being excited. Like way. First things first. That sweet Professor X statue is not for sale because Kyle bought it. Kyle, Andrea, I, and John Dudas just got back from our ComicsPro retailer meeting summit this past weekend in Pittsburgh, and we had an auction that was all for charity. So Kyle, A, gave it to a charity, which is cool, and then B, got a sweet Professor X statue that was immediately on display in our room the rest of the week. But speaking of ComicsPro, we brought back a bunch of fun stuff to give you guys. We got like stickers and pins and stuff for current and upcoming comic series. There's a couple new things on the freebie table. The cool stuff is stuff we have for sale. Since we got to bring some stuff back, we can pass it on to you, stuff we weren't that interested in. There's some exclusive variant covers in here for recent books or upcoming books. We've got some crazy stuff for Nightcrawler, some awesome samplers. Actually, no, there's no samplers in here. They're preview copies or like exclusive ComicsPro covers of upcoming or very recent books. So like Godfell. That is a ComicsPro variant for the book that we were super stoked about last week. So it's pretty cool. Brought back some graphic novels. All complete, all ready to go. And uncirculated Fantastic Four #1. Yeah, we laughed at that a little bit. But it is uncirculated. We have some more stuff we're excited about. You'll hear us mention ComicsPro a bunch in the shop this week and for stuff on the table. But we should probably just do first appearances. Stick with the norm, right?
It's cool.
We have 3 first appearances this week. First one, Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones. First of the miniseries started. And you've got the first appearance of Gwen Ock.
Yup.
Which is the combination of, you guessed it, Spider-Gwen and Doc Ock. Equally funny. The Omni-Mutants' first appearance is in X-Force number 38. That is all of the X-Force team members Frankenstein together, right there on the cover. Kind of a beautiful first appearance, to be honest with you. And then in Cosmic Ghost Rider #1, first of this miniseries, you've got the first appearance of a new Cosmic Ghost Rider. So you've got 2 stories in here, raising some questions.
Yes.
It's shaping up to be a good miniseries. But we'll start with the table. You kind of saw them when Kyle was scanning by over here. Got 2 new gallery statues, an awesome in-action Doc Ock, and an equally awesome in-action WandaVision Scarlet Witch with some runes on the back.
These ones are for sale, too.
Yeah, these are for sale. I believe these are $60 ones. I think we did get a sticker price point on all the plastic they're using up. There's those guys in the box. So that's cool. But back to ComicsPro, we met with Garrett Gunn and Josh Willis, I think. Or what was it? Werner, sorry. They were there with Source Point, and those guys are awesome. Garrett was in the shop doing a signing for Good Boy last summer. They're going to be doing another signing this summer, so that's pretty cool. We're going to get them back in. They're starting a new ongoing horror series that is awesome. They previewed it for us. These are the one-shots that kick off The Curse of Cleaver County. They are signed, most of them. The first ones are signed, so I think there's probably 5 or 10 signed ones in there. And then the rest are just the awesome one-shot. $3.99, 2 stories, super horror. Like, there's a slasher story in there that's going to be ongoing for the time being, and like a demonic serial killer deal with the devil. It's rad. We will happily save these for you, put them in your file, give us a shout. The signed ones, obviously, we only have while we have signed ones. But the ongoing series is going to be great. They're going to do 5-issue story arcs and then switch creators, so you got all kinds of different horror stuff coming your way from Source Point. We're super stoked about that. Other stuff we brought back from ComicsPro. Released last week, but Viziate has 2 new series, Changelings, which is a giant, awesome kaiju monster fight.
Yep.
You want to add anything to that?
I read it last week. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Big giant kaiju. Yeah, can't beat it.
Can't beat it. Those are still available. And then Kara is like a fantasy adventure story that's young adults. Just sweet. And then we're on image stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right? Anything you guys need to add about anything else? The ComicsPro? Excited?
Good time.
We came back with a lot of good ideas. I Hate This Place, issue 6. So that's back this week from Kyle Starks. And then we've got the explicit variant, that Post-it note included if you like.
I really hate this
Stronger
place.
word than hate.
New #1 from Image this week is Phantom Road, written by Jeff Lemire. So if you were getting any other Jeff Lemire series, we made sure that was in your file for you. But it doesn't hurt to request it. It's
Cover with the crowbar is very, very accurate.
oh yeah, it's perfect. The last 2 pages are perfect. They'll suck you in. The whole book's good and it's kind of slow burn, but the last 2 pages are like, oh, we're in the middle of it now.
I really like Walter's artwork in this.
Ditto.
Like a lot.
Ditto. Yeah, sure. Collected from Image this week. One of my favorite miniseries of all time, if not just the last year. Andrew was on board with it.
Yeah. I eventually will be.
Oh, look at
I
that.
have them all.
Look at that. Honest to God, one of the best 7-issue stretches Image has ever done. Do a powerbomb for fans of wrestling or just anybody who has emotions. Really?
Or if you just like Daniel Ward Johnson.
Yeah, that too.
It's for
That
everyone.
usually that's covered in the emotions. Look. It's what?
It's for everyone.
It's for everyone except kids. King Spawn's on issue 20. We're getting creepy with that one. Walking Dead's on issue 58, and that's it for Image this week.
Yeah.
2 reprints from Marvel. You got the Invincible Iron Man #2 reprinted with a confusing border, and then Joe Fixit reprinted with #1. Collected from Marvel, we've got Immortal Iron Fist and the Immortal Weapon. So that entire Brubaker series, Fraction series, and the one-shots and stuff they did for each Immortal Weapon, all in one omnibus, which is sweet. It's some great material. This is what got him in momentum to do and kill it on Hawkeye. That's the series that came before it. Mad Fraction, I should mention. X-Men Epic Collection, we got the Further Adventures of... Oh, it's X-Men Animated Series. Complete
Yep.
Further Adventures. Sorry, it looked like an epic.
It does look like an
It
epic.
looks a lot
It
like
looks
an
like-
epic.
yeah.
Next, X-Men trade paperback volume 3 for the current Jerry Dugan run. The Eternals paperback to collect all the one-shots that came out towards the end of last year in the summer. And then Defenders Beyond is the most current 5-issue miniseries from Al Ewing and Rodriguez. Star Wars. The Man... Oh, wait, no. Wait, was it Star Wars? How did I plan this out?
No, let's do Spidey.
Oh, okay. One-shot this week that's going to be part of a series of one-shots.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So Spider-Man Unforgiven, and it's going to lead into X-Men Unforgiven, and then finally Captain America Unforgiven. Basically, the Unforgiven are a bunch of vampires, but they are forgiven. They are like helper vampires. They fight during the night and during the day when the superheroes are off saving the world in the galaxies and stuff like that. And there's a nice little hook at the end when one of the vampires that's new to the team, like, she's very much, she likes Spider-Man, she likes superheroes, but bad stuff happens, and I want to see where it goes. I really like this book. Kyle enjoyed it.
Yep.
Ben a little less so, but I don't know. It's not.
There's a
his
lot
thing.
of vampires.
There's a lot of vampires.
I'm super
Say that like
surprised.
it's a bad thing.
Man. Well, not that many. I'm actually really surprised they didn't count any of these as first. I mean, I know they're not, but first appearances, but like
they
they
probably
kind of are.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so. In the apps that we
Technically,
check, like I'm a little surprised it wasn't on there, but you know.
So we've got the regular cover by Kyle Holtz. We've got the B variant, and then we have the Stormbreaker by Nick Klein variant, which is really, really cool.
Which is really, really cool. Now Star Wars. Star Wars High Republic The Blade is on issue 3 of their miniseries. Star Wars Hidden Empire issue 4, penultimate issue. The Mandalorian is the last issue of the first season, first part. Who knows what would happen?
Oh no.
That's on number 8. Right above that, you got Han Solo and Chewbacca number 10, and Star Wars number 32 with a 1/25 Chewie running from robots variant, which I was stoked about. There's a ton of number 1s from Marvel this week, so stick around. I Am Iron Man number 1 of a 5-issue miniseries is pretty trippy for an Iron Man book. It's very heady, but not in a bad way. And the title part in the book is awesome. Like awesome. The I Am Iron Man part is sweet. But it's like not your typical Iron Man fighting other armored people thing. It incorporates that, but it's better. And, you know, kind of where Doctor Strange Falls Sunrise, like, doesn't spoon feed it to you. This
Also,
one-
a really cool musical themed villain.
Oh, yeah, word. Also, don't understand why that's not a first appearance.
Yep.
Maybe our apps are lazy this week. But that was our cover A, that more sand duny one. And this one, we got cover B for Iron Man. Both cover price. Spider-Man, End of the Spider-Verse. So Spider-Man number 6. I think this is wrapping up the story.
Not at all.
Oh.
It's still going. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you do Spider-Man stuff.
No, it's like it's still going. I thought it was wrapping it up too. Nope, still going. There's plenty more to go.
So plenty of Spider-Versal happenings.
Yes.
Then we've got the B cover featuring Silk.
Nice.
Venom is on number 17. And then we've got a B cover for that one. Is that Sandoval?
Panosian.
Oh, Panosian. Thank you. The aforementioned and absurd in a good way, X-Force number 38. Captain America Sentinel of Liberty is on number 10 this week. We got some crazy MODOK.
Yeah.
Crazy MODOK. I'm a big fan of Ghost Rider, and I'm sticking with it. Number 12 finally does get to the Danny Ketch stuff, so if that's what you were waiting for, boom. Also, if you don't like the City of Savannah, you will love this issue.
And well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just was flipping through briefly and just seeing Johnny turn into Ghost Rider again is just so gross and amazing.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And they take like the time with a whole page to do.
Yeah.
We've got a B cover for that one next to it too. No, not too many variants. Hollow's Eve is a 5-issue Spider-Man series spinning out of Amazing Spider-Man with that new character they introduced during Dark Web. And we didn't expect a lot from it, and I think everybody was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used the mask powers really well. The Halloween theme doesn't like kick you in the face. It's a good like intertwining with Spider-Man story.
Yeah. Solid.
So we got some Hollow's Eve on the table. I ordered some extras. Murder World, this is Game Over, what do you know, is the last issue of the Murder World one-shots. So we got those there. Cosmic Ghost Rider number 1. You guys pre-ordered the heck out of variants for this one. It's better than the previous 2 Cosmic Ghost Rider series. Not as good as Donny Cates' stuff, but what are you going to do?
What's gonna?
Yeah, that was fresh.
Yeah.
There's 2 stories in here. One involves a new Cosmic Ghost Rider. The other one kind of just plays on the penance and the Punisher angle of it. It's a good continuation.
Yeah.
And then Gambit Rogue. We don't have any Gambit Rogue cover A's. We'll have those back in. Some of you might not have in your file, but we got you on a list. But we've got some good... Oh, I'm sorry. Rogue and Gambit. I done F that up. All right. So there's our B cover. We've got our Alex Ross Timeless variants.
Yes.
Cover price. Stormbreakers. And then a 1 in 25. So if you'd like any of those, let us know. We'll throw it in your file for you. Top of the table is all Spider-Gwen. Aforementioned first appearance, that Gwenock. It is following, it's the second miniseries from the same team in the same vein. So there's cover A, there's our Stormbreakers variant, there's our blank pink cover. Help me out with that one.
I know it. No.
Oh,
I'll get back to you.
Dead air.
we'll get back to Dead Air cover. Looks great. Swinging cover, I don't know. Who's that? Our brains are all ComicsPro right now.
Web variant.
The web variant, and then a 1 in 25. Got that one. I don't know.
Brian Stelfreeze.
Oh, cool.
Stelfreeze variant.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let us describe the cover you would like. I might as well take this moment to pause since I'm mumbling through some crap and let you know that we did have some confusion over the weekend with a couple people who have been longtime customers and did not know that you could order stuff. Did not know you could request specific things if you missed an issue or maybe an open order variant or a graphic novel, which would be great. Always feel free to ask us if we can get it in for you. Comics are becoming less predictable as far as their orderability, but we'll happily look. We actually, over the weekend, took a lot of time with other distributors where we could get different things or a wider range of things or stuff is available there where it's not here. So we're looking into other options to make sure that we get everybody exactly what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Said? Is that
Yes.
okay?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Cool. Let's do DC. I need some water.
Actions on 252. Still continuing with the multiple stories within the book. You've got the Lois and Clark and John story. You've got the main story, which is Metallo, and it's great.
You just called it Action 252.
What's that?
You just called it Action 252.
Well, 1052.
You got some Supergirl in the
I
back.
do. Yeah. So, and then there's the Power Girl. Basically, Power Girl is turning into Doc Samson in this series. So, yeah, she's using...
Like in the psychologist kind of way?
Exactly.
For Superman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So we have the regular cover here. We've got the B variant here, and then we've got the 1 in 25 awesome Metallo variant
Forms,
there.
yeah.
And we have a 1 in 50 shiny foil variant.
Yay, shiny.
Yay, shiny.
Someone at the meeting this weekend was so mad about their shiny variant. They're
Really?
like, don't want shiny variants. Right, guys? And like this to people in the group, and they were kind of like, no, I kind of like shiny variants. Like,
Shiny looks
cool.
nice.
He's like, they're always smudged. And I was like, they're never smudged, man. You should be careful when you take them out of the box.
The cloth and just buff it out.
Paper towel.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's all good. Book of the week. Human Target number 12. Ben and I love it. It's fantastic. It is the perfect conclusion to this series. It is wonderful. If you haven't been reading it, buy the collections when we get them. Like, I can't wait for a big giant collection of this. It will be wonderful.
I could easily say too much. And if you talk to John Judas about it, he easily will say too much.
So
Yeah,
don't
after
talk to him about
a whole weekend of Comics Pros, we came back and the only conversation that was to be had.
was us who read it. Like, what'd you think of number 12? We all dug it out of the box.
It's great.
It was good. It was great.
Right here, we've got Shazam! Fury of the Gods. It's one of the $9.99 DC books, and it is all stories with the movie characters written by their movie actors.
I would go out on a limb and say I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
I do.
So,
I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, Zachary Levi writes one. You got what's his name? Adam Brody wrote one. So yeah, like they all wrote them. Big giant book. If you like Shazam, if you like the movies, this is one for you because we got Jim Lee cover 2 on there. Then we have the variant cover B, and next to that, Stargirl's on issue 4. Potentially another new character with a Flash sidekick.
Not again. Don't say it again. Is it Childminder again?
No. It's like a hidden sidekick.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, no.
Okay.
No, that's Childminder again. So, Punchline's on number 5. And then DC Ruby is on its second series. Well, the first series was Justice League Ruby.
They did just Ruby, then Justice League Ruby, and now we're on DC Ruby.
Yes. So that's on issue 1. We've got that here. So that's finally it.
Kind of tough to remember.
Right? Detective Comics is on
1069.
Thank you. We've Ram V still writing it, still going strong.
How do you know it's 1069?
Yep.
Oh, get out. It's like a searching gravestones in an Indiana Jones movie right here.
It's right underneath the cherub's butt.
So Detectives on 1069. We have the B variant there. We've got who did this one? Is this Kelly Jones?
Reese.
Well, okay.
Reese.
The Reese variant there. The Colleen Doran 1 in 25 variant. And then the Shiny 1 in 50 variant. Shiny. Yes, Shiny. Below that, Riddler Year 1, Paul Dano's. We're on book 3.
Look how many DC characters are writing their own books now.
I know, right? It's crazy.
It'd be cool if that was an actual plan they had.
Right?
I mean,
It might be.
Yeah. So, Blue Beetle Graduation Day is on issue 4. Harley's on issue 27. I believe this is the end of the story arc with all the multiple Harleys and the Harley Who Laughs. Gotham Knights Gilded Cities on issue 5, penultimate issue. We've got the regular Capullo cover, and then we have the Ben Temple-Smith variant there.
I'm gonna steal Andrea's joke because I'm louder. Yeah. How much do you want to buy a Black Adam book written by The Rock?
Well, yeah.
How much? Yeah, exactly. How
I
bad?
would do. Yes, I would buy that.
That's so funny.
So yeah, no, you're not wrong. Batman versus Robin, last issue of that. It's the Lazarus Planet epilogue. You find out what happens with the main demon from that book. You find out what happens to the magic users. You find out what happens to Batman. You find out what happens to Robin.
I was trying to
All
describe
of this in there. And
sorry. You said the demon guy.
Yeah.
I was trying to describe it to somebody the other day, and I called him King Red Bull, and I can't get it back out of my head.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So yeah, we've got the regular cover here. We've got the 1 in 25 variant, and then the 1 in 50 variant, which is actually sort of cool.
I was just thinking I kind of like that cover.
Yeah. Final issue for Sergeant Rock versus Army of the Dead. Angry Hitler.
Angry knife neck Hitler.
And I just love the fact he's got a big old grenade and he's just going to blow him up.
Yep.
It's going to be great. Oh, yeah. We've got the B variant for that there.
Not nearly as exciting.
No.
It's heroic.
It's heroic, but it's not nearly as awesome as that.
It's that is the cool.
Bruce Campbell really sort of knocked it out of the park with that. So, Sandman Universe, Dead Boy Detectives number 3, still gross?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
That's a good yeah.
Yeah, we like that. So yeah, there you
There's
go.
some panels I just stopped and I was like, oh, look at that little hand and that.
Nice. Batman Audio Adventures on number 5, and then we get into trade paperbacks. Superman Action, War World Revolution.
3 of that action run.
Cool. There we go. The Aquaman Flash Void Song, which was wasn't that a black?
3 issue like thick mini prestige miniseries.
Yeah. So same with Batman Imposter. That was the 3-issue prestige miniseries. Now
That's a great black label book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Sorrentino kills it with Batman artwork in that.
Oh yeah. And then Doom Patrol, the complete Gerard Way deluxe edition. $50 get you like 24 issues, I believe.
20,
yeah. So
3 paperbacks.
So a whole lot of stuff in there. And that's it for DC.
I think we need Ben back down here.
Yeah.
Boom. Get it?
Aha.
Boom. Put out my favorite series of theirs in hardcover this week. I'm going to order like 4 more. It's a beautiful story in a beautiful bound edition. And my favorite part about it, I gushed about this series forever, and I will keep doing that. It's just a fantastic 5-issue miniseries, near perfect. But it's what you want in a deluxe hardcover edition because there's all creator interviews, some reprinted, some new stuff from the writer, artist, and extra people. Letterer, I think colorist has one in here too. Some sketches, but the interviews are where it's at. It's all about how and why it was created and what purpose it served for them and for us, and it's just phenomenal. It's a great hardcover. I own the paperback. I don't mind owning it twice in the hardcover.
I have the hardcover as well now.
Yeah. We Live from Aftershock, their first miniseries collected in another pretty hardcover.
Oh yeah.
One Shot from Aftershock, All Night and Every Day, is kind of Russian Doll as a horror book. This woman is stuck in a party, and she needs to decipher the secrets of why she's stuck there, kind of like in a loop. Or no, it's not a loop.
It's not a loop. It's just eternal. It just keeps going. You can't get out. Every door you open takes you into a new room. And if you close that same door and open it again, it's a different room. Keep going forever.
Oh, it is trippy, actually.
Yeah.
I can't remember the joke I was going to make. I did it with my head. That's okay. We got Oz Return of the Wicked Witch from Xenoscope. They're on number 3. And then Buffy. That's like the derpier version of Buffy Last Vampire Slayer has a special kick off the third month of the year. So Scouts bringing us Road Trip to Hell number 3. AWA, not surprisingly, this is a number 1 for them. They're always killing with the 4-issue miniseries. This one was just like, after the description's like, oh, it's like Russian espionage, like James Bondy kind of stuff. Really well paced, like awesome book. Kind of has some good Black Widow elements to it. The end's got a good little fish hook to it. Like I'm in for AWA. Those guys are really cool. We met with them this weekend, and they don't hide the fact that most of the stuff they're producing, they're keeping the options open for it in development for TV and movie, like from the get-go. So the creators are involved in that. AWA is the publisher, obviously involved in that. And there hasn't been a lot of traction, like trackable, trailers and whatnot. But Chariot is definitely in development. They say they have like 17 of their 25 current projects like in some stage of it. I could definitely, they all read cinematically, so I could definitely see that. But that's pretty cool, and definitely a reason to buy AWA books.
Yeah.
From us. Scout has a one-shot this week called And We Love You. It's a great story about soldiers in love and war, and it's very artistic and very good read for $10. Took me about a half hour to kind of dwell on it, but I was reading quick because of Tuesday shenanigans. But I like that one a lot. And then Rick and Morty has a new miniseries starting, Time Zoo. One last single issue this week before we get to kid stuff and other merchandise. Darkwing Duck reprinted facsimile edition, number 1. Just like you remember it, and now with a new price.
Yeah.
Right?
Classic.
We brought back some fun stuff because we got drunk at the charity auction and bid up a bunch of Penguin Random House merchandise. So we got Magic the Gathering puzzle, the art set for the postcards, cool Dungeons and Dragons books all about dragons. It is like an info sheet guide for dragons.
But not just stats. It's got some story in there, too.
Yeah,
of the different types of dragons.
And artwork, crazy cool artwork.
Yeah.
And it's for young, not specifically for young readers, but it is safe for them. A few hardcovers. You see Persepolis, some stuff we've never had in the store before. Kyle will do a quick scan of. Jack Kirby, You Can't Beat. A lot of stuff hit the walls, too, so we restocked some stuff with that. Drunken bout.
Yeah.
We got some Sailor Moon figures that came with our stuff.
Actually, yeah. A figure and a book.
Figure and a book. This one's just the figure. So that's cool. If you want any of it, we'll happily hold it for you. No problem there at all. kid stuff. We brought back some pop-up books. We got The Last Kids on Earth comic, Neverlanders from Tom Taylor.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. That's all young adults. Last week we had Two-Headed Chicken and then Ant-Man and the Wasp with their young readers stuff. Wild Heart is new this week. It's a little adventure book for a up-and-coming artist. Preston Plays, I was told right before we did the video by a guy shopping here that it is a young YouTuber. This guy.
Looks like
Seems
him.
real excited. Peanuts has a new graphic novel. You got Shazam Thundercrack just in time for the movie about to come out. That's a young adult's read. The Ant-Man board book, Ant-Man and Wasp board book, we got restocked for young readers because of the movie coming out. Then we got they know what that is. Then we got new issues of Sonic. They're at number 58. The 1 in 10 variant available for that one. Cover priced retail variant for My Little Pony number 10 and a new issue of Star Wars Hyperspace Stories. That's our table. We have some new back issues out here for the past couple weeks. And I'll wrap up by just mentioning that, like, we appreciate your viewership with this video. We're about to do the math on how many we've done. But we know our first one was the week that Deceased Hope at World's End came out. So if you want to do the math first and beat us to it, we'll give you a bookmark. So we're really enjoying this. We came back with a lot of ideas from ComicsPro, and we're really excited about them. And we think we're going to start expanding the platforms that we do our videos on or our recommendations on, because we believe ourselves to be very genuine in the things that we like and genuine in the things that we don't like, which are strengths. Both. So keep in touch with that. We'll advertise it. We'll let you guys know. But if we, hit it big and become millionaires and quit, just know that you guys, that's your fault from the beginning. But thank you very much. We're happy to be back, and we'll see you guys in for your comics tomorrow.